When people lose one of their limbs, many of them can still feel it. These sensations are not just vague memories, they feel vivid and detailed, as if the limb is still there. For example, they might be able to move the fingers of a lost hand or feel the impact of a toenail hitting something with a missing leg. Interestingly, even people born without limbs can experience phantom limbs. So, what causes this phantom limb sensation? The vividness of these phantoms indicates that our brains have a map of our bodies. This map exists even for those who have never used that limb, suggesting that this map is innate. However, the phantom versions of lost limbs are often painful. Our limbs are filled with sensory neurons responsible for everything from feeling the texture of our fingertips to understanding where our body is in space. These sensory inputs are carried by nerve pathways along the spinal cord to the brain. Even after a limb is lost, most of these neural pathways continue to function, though the way signals are transmitted changes. When sensory signals reach the brain, they are processed by the somatosensory cortex. The entire body is mapped in this cortex, and each limb's representation depends on how much sensory input it provides. For example, the cortical representation of a violinist's left hand might be larger than that of someone who doesn't play the violin. Similarly, when a limb is injured, the brain enlarges the cortical representation to enhance sensory awareness, which can lead to phantom pain. While phantom limb sensations may diminish over time, they might not completely disappear. Treating phantom pain often requires physical therapy, medication, prosthetics, and time. A technique called mirror box therapy can help reduce pain in the phantom limb. In this therapy, the patient places the phantom limb in a box behind a mirror and the intact limb in front of the mirror. This tricks the brain into seeing the phantom limb as real, which can help alleviate the pain. Scientists are also developing virtual reality treatments to make mirror box therapy more realistic. However, many questions about phantom limbs remain. Why do some people overcome these sensations while others never experience them at all? Research on phantom limbs can provide more insight into how our brains work daily and remind us that the reality we experience is deeply subjective.